Speaking of Will Ospreay, let's move on to AEW Dynamite. This is from May 15th. You got
Mm-hmm.
this have really bad ratings? Was this the one that had the worst ratings ever or something?
Uh, yes, correct.
The lowest rated Dynamite in history of 5 years of Dynamite. Is that true?
I don't know if was it the lowest ever. I think it was the lowest in many years. I don't know if it's the lowest ever. Like that, I'm not 100% on. I don't know.
Okay. Well, regardless, not doing
Regardless,
well.
not doing well. Yes, absolutely.
People are losing interest in this shit. All right, so let's see
So,
what they came up with. I have some bookmarks. Let's see what we can talk about out of this shit. I got some Swerve stuff. They had a video package for Swerve showing him going around being champion. You know, he's going on news channels, TMZ, ESPN, radio. I don't know, promoting the show as the man. So he's feuding with Christian. So they are showing a little bit of review, which is, I think, pretty good for them because they haven't really done this in the past. So at least they're filling some people in on what happened, showing that he got betrayed last week by his own group, the Mogul Embassy, and he's fighting Brian Cage tonight, right? So I might just skip to that. We'll stick to the Swerve stuff for a second. I'll skip forward to the middle of the show. Here's a promo with Swerve in the back. And here's him coming out for his match. I guess it was like a title eliminator match. Brian Cage gets a title shot if he wins. He's eliminated from title contention if he loses. It would be an impressive win for Swerve beating this jacked up guy if Brian Cage didn't lose like every single match he wrestles in this company. So
you took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say something very similar.
This is bad writing compared to the WWE writing that I thought was pretty tight for Raw this week. I thought this is bad writing. But anyway, so Brian Cage, I'm gonna skip 15 minutes. They had a 15-minute battle, and in the end, Swerve wins with a kick to the head. I don't know. It probably has a move, a name that move, but
they all have moves. They all have names.
Yes. So, anything happened after this match? Swerve was gonna. Oh, he did hit Brian Cage with a chair as revenge for the betrayal from last week. And then Christian's music hits. Christian and his girlfriend come out. Nick Wayne's mom, Miss Shayna Wayne. But
Mother Wayne.
Mother Wayne. Anyways, so then Nick Wayne comes from behind and low blows Swerve while Christian is distracting him on the entrance ramp. So they're going to have a match between Nick Wayne and Swerve next week, which is a continuation of the storyline when Swerve was a bad guy and he broke into Nick Wayne's house and left him laying. And Christian actually mentions that, oh, this is the family photo of Swerve, and Nick Wayne smashes it on Swerve's head. So the problem with this, there's obvious plot issues with this issue of them being mad at Swerve for beating up Nick Wayne back then, is that they already aligned themselves with Swerve since then. Remember? They were
yes, of course.
They were a team at All In. So yeah, there is literal like fucking writing holes in this. There's holes in the storyline, but anyways, what happens here? Christian, he's gonna say something about his daughter, right? So he has a picture of Swerve's daughter saying that she's disappointed in you, you're always absent, and then he rubs his face all over
his bloody face.
His bloody face all over the picture of Swerve's kid with his wife. And there you go. That's Christian's hardcore thing of the night that he did. All right, Vlad. Well, I laid it all out there. Swerve's night.
Sure.
What do you think? You have any comments?
No, it's the same thing that I've been saying. I mean, why don't they just shit in his mouth why this is all going on? So for 3 weeks or more now, he's become world champion. They're just beating the shit out of this guy. He's not being made to look I know. Okay, you're gonna say, well, it's fine. He's gonna win the match at that pay-per-view. It's all fine. No, this is not good. It doesn't make up for the fact that they're literally pissing down his throat while trying to make this new champion. He's beating his ass every week. This is not a good look for Swerve. It makes me think that he's just going to be, not a champion that they really have a lot of belief in, and that they're just waiting to give it to Will Ospreay. That's just the feeling that I get based on his booking so far. I'm not saying that Christian shouldn't get some sort of heat on him, but he's already gotten so much heat at this point on him that it's ridiculous to get any more at this point.
Well,
that's my opinion.
I honestly, I like Swerve and all. I don't think it's really working. I would take the title off him right here. I would give it to Christian.
Didn't you just say a couple weeks ago that he needed to be the champion and that you should have been the champion previously? Now you just want it not to. Now you're saying this isn't working. That's it. Let's move on from Swerve.
It's not working. I gave it a chance. It's not working. What do you want me to say?
But how can you say it's not working when he's been? Is it just not that it's not working, or is it just because the booking for him is so stupid that they're just constantly beating his ass and he's saying or doing nothing about it? I don't know. I don't think that this is all his fault. The guy was super over. Everybody wanted to see him as the world champion just like 2 months ago, and now the last couple months leading to him actually winning the title, and then after winning the title, it's just been a disaster. I don't think it's his fault. If it is not working, it's definitely not his fault based on the stupid booking of him just getting his ass beat, and then this Christian talking shit about his daughter and his family and just making him bleed. It's just too much. It's fine if it happens once, but now that it's happened 3-4 times in a row. Like, how many times can your world champion just be beat down? I don't know.
Well, I would like Christian to be the champion. I'm just saying. I think he deserves a run. I like Christian, but look, even if you just give it back to Swerve, why not just bounce the title around? Why does it have to be that Swerve has to be the champion for 5 months? How about give it to Christian for a month, and then Swerve has to somehow battle to get it back? I think Christian deserves a run with this title too. That's all I'm saying. Shake up the show a little bit, man. Make it exciting. You want to give Swerve a long run? Okay, Swerve's getting a long run. They got 600,000 viewers on Dynamite. The fuck? This is not working out, man.
but you can't blame it. You can't blame that on Swerve specifically, though. They got 600.
All right. But if they shake the show up a little bit, make it a little more exciting, a little more surprises.
Oh, I see. So if Christian wins the title, they'll have 680,000 instead of the 670. Come on, man. No, that's not. I don't think that's the answer either. But okay. I mean, I see what you're saying. I also don't think it's a good idea to just have everybody run with the title. I mean, it's supposed to have a little bit more value than that. That's it shouldn't just be, this guy wins it this month and then that.
Christian's not just everybody, man. Christian's the man.
Sure.
Shit.
I agree.
Christian's actually the best. To be honest,
that's up for debate. But I do like Christian. But I don't know if he should be the world champion here based on what they're actually going for. But I guess we'll see what happens.
All right, let me move on to the elite business. Let's just do that real quick before we get out of here. Eddie Kingston was defending the New Japan Strong Openweight title in Japan.
Oh, good for him. Good for him.
He lost it because he got distracted by Jack Perry and the Elite. Well, actually, no, he lost the title before the Elite came in, and I guess the Elite came in afterwards to beat him up. And I don't know what the hell is going on in this scene, but anyways, they were all in Japan. Unless that was in America.
In Japan?
I don't know.
I don't know where the hell this was. Can
they stay in Japan? No, they didn't stay in Japan. They're actually here on the show today. Here they are.
That's unfortunate.
The Elite, these three guys with Jack Perry on the left. So, what did Okada talked, I think. Okada's defending the Continental title against Dax in the main event. So here's what he has to say to Dax.
And Dax, tonight I will destroy you. Mwah, bitch.
That was awesome. Okay.
No, I'll say this. I that was funny, but in all honesty, there's probably nothing disappointing to me than watching guys like Okada, because there's been so much talk before I started watching AEW about like how great Okada is and Kenny Omega and guys like that talk about how amazing they are and things like that. I'm just not. I mean, Okada, obviously you give some sort of a pass because obviously English is not his native language. He's Japanese. He's more known for his wrestling in Japan. He's just been brought into the United States because of AEW and things like that, and they're paying him a lot of money. But really, they're doing nothing. I mean, the stuff that they're doing with them does not make anyone interested and show that Okada is one of the best wrestlers alive today. Like, which is what a lot of people have been saying for years, right? That Okada is one of the greatest in today's era. But dude, if you watch this, just forget his Japanese stuff. I'm sure somebody could point out to me is great and whatnot. Just watch his stuff in AEW. Would anybody say that this guy is even in the top 1,000 wrestlers? He sounds and looks demented. His work is not great in any of these matches.
I think his work is pretty okay. It's pretty good, I'd say. I don't agree with that. He hasn't had really a match to showcase it yet, like a singles. He had a singles match with Kingston, but nothing other than that yet. But I think other than that, in the mixed tags he's had, whatever 6-man tags they've had, I think he's been okay. He hasn't been bad. But yeah, not showcasing him well here. I agree with you. He's in this silly group with the EVPs that is not really. No one is really taking them seriously.
For years we've only heard that Okada is one of the best.
I know.
And then
This is another issue, like you were saying about the Swerve thing. It's not his fault either. It's the writing and the booking.
I agree.
But
yes, I agree with as well. I mean, but at some point you should be like, hey, this is stupid and I don't want to do it. I mean, I'm one of the greatest wrestlers, if he actually is one of the greatest. But you know what? They're paying him so much money. Why even bother?
yeah, you don't want to be like seem like a guy who's not a team player. That you're coming in being a troublemaker, rejecting all the storylines. You got to go along with whatever they put out for you, man. They gave him one line to say, and he said it.
Yes, bitch. Anyways,
let me hear that again. I want to hear that again.
Sure.
Wait.
Tonight,
Wait, hold on.
I will destroy you. Mwah, bitch.
Look, the way he said bitch, too, like the way he moved his mouth. He's really good, man.
Bitch.
I disagree with you.
We'll debate that if he's really good. I mean, all right.
He's definitely stands out compared to the Elite, to the other members of the Elite, to me. But anyways, the Elite had a match, Nick and Matt against.
Try these.
Oh wait, this was so important. Like, did you see this fucking sneakers commercial with Reebok that the Young Bucks are in, and Okada?
The Young Bucks have a pair of their new Reebok pumps, and it looks like it's going to be a super kick party.
Super kick the day with Reebok pumps.
You want some of these Reebok pumps? I know what to get you for your birthday now, man. These Young Bucks Reeboks.
Yeah, I mean, you could get me some of those, and then you could lose my number, but that's fine.
Okada's like, try these.
Try these.
The Young Bucks have a pair of their new
Oh my god. Alright. Sorry. But they did have a match against Christopher Daniels and Matt Sydal, and they beat him. I skipped all of it. And then they fired Christopher Daniels, right? Is that what happened?
Yes.
Obviously a storyline, but still.
That goes without saying.
I'm a Daniels fan from TNA, but anything with this storyline, I'm just like, I'm really glossing over this flat. I really don't want to see this or even like this at all. But
I agree. I completely agree.
And then Jack Perry poured soda
water. Soda or water.
or Woo Energy.
Oh,
Ric Flair's
boy.
energy drink. All over Tony Schiavone.
You definitely gotta take a shower after with the energy, because who knows what the hell's in that shit.
Son of a bitch.
He's just gonna take it. Tony Schiavone always takes it. He never fucking fights back. One day they should let him fucking give someone a DDT or something.
60-year-old man who's gonna fight a wrestler? That would be realistic.
Well, Tony Storm. Hold on. Oh wait, hold on 1 second. No, I'm not jumping to Tony Storm yet. I have more Elite business.
Oh,
Sticking to Elite business. So this was the main event. I'm skipping all the way to the end. Okada had a match for the Continental title against Dax Harwood. I mean, on paper, that's a good booking, but it's so out of nowhere and random. I just really couldn't care about it. See, there's the Continental title belt. So I'm skipping. I guess I'm skipping 15 minutes here to the end of this. Oh, interesting book. Interesting ending, though. Is this technically illegal, Vlad? You see, Dax is getting into the ring, and Okada's going to kick the middle rope like it's a low blow, sort of.
Sort of. Yeah, I would say that's kind of illegal, because it's kind of like a low blow.
Well, the referee's not looking, so they're showing that he missed that.
You're right.
But that's a low blow, and then a Rainmaker, and that's the end.
1, 2, 3.
That's the end of the night. Demented Okada. I like Okada. Again, not really a match I was interested to watch. Post-match beatdown on Dax, and this is going along with their Anarchy in the Arena feud that they're going to have.
Yeah,
Danielson is in it, and Kingston, and who's the surprise? Well, Kingston's out of it because he's injured. And the surprise appearance came from Darby Allin. So he's back from his broken leg and getting hit by a bus. This guy's amazing, dude. He's a freaking cyborg. I don't understand him. He's not human.
Yeah, I agree.
He's not human.
God.
All right, well, that's the Elite business, okay? So, again, I'm not too interested in this random Anarchy in the Arena match. I don't really care about
that
it.
That brawl was the end of the show.
This was the end of the show. But I'm going to go back and talk about stuff I didn't talk about. Tony Storm is going to face Harley Cameron, right? Because I guess Harley Cameron was mean to Mariah May last week. So Tony Storm is consoling Mariah May. But anyways, let's move on to the match. It was Tony Storm against Harley Cameron. Here's Tony Storm. Here's Harley Cameron, who had a match last week, and I was talking about, like, will Tony Khan keep giving her chances, even if she performs well? I guess here she is again, 2 weeks in a row. So, man, I don't know. You know, I think she's all right. I think she's too small. I think she could do the moves good, but when she hits someone, it's like, does it really look like it's gonna hurt? You know. But anyways, I'm skipping to the interference when Serena Deeb comes out, I guess with a flag or something, and that pisses off Tony Storm. But where's the end of this match? I skipped it. I skipped the match.
Well, it's okay. You won't hear me screaming. Go back. I gotta see this.
No. It's all right. It's just they gave each other stare downs to end the match. No one was at ringside. Okay, Tony Khan banned everyone from ringside, so there was no interference. Tony Storm just won that one against Harley Cameron. But whatever. I'm gonna move on to Hook and Jericho. How about that? Here comes Hook. Hook's return since Jericho splattered him in the face with a baseball bat at the last pay-per-view. So Hook is facing off against a jobber, and he wins. He chokes him out. And then Hook takes the mic, and he calls out Jericho. Jericho comes out with Big Bill, who's dressed more like Chris Jericho now, which is so sad for Big Bill, man. Someone actually made a comment on our last Chris Jericho video, which got a lot of views on YouTube, by the way. Some people agree with us. Some people didn't agree with us. I said Jericho's disrespecting the business. You know, talking about it like it's freaking fake. Talking about CageMatch.com star ratings.
Sure.
You know, just not taking it seriously in general. He doesn't look like he's taking this show seriously. He's looking very sarcastic and stupid.
No, he's sarcastic. Well, look, when you're getting the type of money he's at from a guy that doesn't know what he's doing, doesn't even know what planet he's on, why not, man? Just do whatever the hell you want on this TV show, which is what he's doing. It's not any good, but he hasn't been doing anything good for a long time. For a long, long time.
It is so great to have you back and want all the spotlight.
So Hook wants a match with him tonight, which is obviously not going to happen. We get a please retire chant from the crowd.
This is great. I know why you want me to retire. Because you know when I do, I'll be inducted into every Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame in the world.
Oh
But
my
I'm not ready for
God.
that yet.
God, they're literally telling him, please go away. Please go away.
Entertain everybody.
This is, again, not good heat. The go away heat is not good heat.
And if you
No, this is not good heat.
then maybe you'll get
So
a chance
he sets up a match for Hook. Hook has to beat somebody to get to face Jericho. And then Hook, as a response, bonks him on the head. Look at this bonk.
Yes.
Watch this. Even Taz laughed. Listen to Taz, his dad,
Yeah, I heard
laugh
that.
at this.
Because it looked
It was
ridiculous. And it's
so
not-
bad. Like, dude, come on. That was the worst fucking attack in wrestling history. Anyways,
This whole segment was embarrassing.
yes. And then Hook's gonna get saved here from this beatdown by Shibata.
Shibata, the guy that lost his brain.
Yes, and then later on in the night, I think Hook and Shibata, they're gonna have a match to decide who fights Jericho, I guess, which is ridiculous. But Samoa Joe comes out, talks crap to Hook, which is kind of true, everything he says here. But this is Samoa Joe's only appearance on this show. He hung out all day just so he could get this fucking diatribe out to Hook.
Well, I thought you were something special, but then week after week I watch you come out here falling into the same trap over and over and over again, and now Jericho's got you at your own man's neck. Sad. You know what's sad? Is that if you two people stop playing yourselves, you might actually be dangerous around here.
I'll fight you. I'll fight you, Joe.
Ugh. All right.
Too large to
Well,
be wearing a floral pattern.
I didn't mind that, but it was also just weird that was Samoa Joe, the only thing he did there all day. But, okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to make of what. The thing with Hook is, I'm not buying it. You know, I just don't see him as this tough look that he's got, this tough guy routine that he's got. I'm just not seeing it. I don't see how.
I mean, he could have been if they made him. He's already lost at this point, so yeah, I don't know.
I'm not. I didn't see it even then or now. He doesn't. He can't talk. I don't think he can have a really decent match. Maybe he could have a decent match, just about that decent. And he's just one of those people that just sulks in the corner. Is that somebody that you want to root for? I don't think so. So no, as much as I don't know, I think he needs a lot more work. Not work that he can get here. He needs to go to, where I send every young potential wrestler, must go to NXT, young man. You got to go to NXT.
Yeah, all right, so a couple things I got left. Ospreay and Roddy, which I actually didn't think this was too bad.
Strong and the
They
undisputed
had a
Kingdom.
pretty serious confrontation in the back. Verbal confrontation. Yeah, they talked some crap to each other. I will say, I know. I think it's just the fact that Roderick Strong has been a goofball for many months, so you can't really take anything he says seriously, but in a bubble, this was not bad. But the last thing I'm going to mention is Willow and Mercedes Moné. They also had a contract signing, just like Cody Rhodes and Logan Paul for the WWE title. They had a contract signing for the TBS title with Renee Paquette as the mediator. And, oh God, I'm not gonna play everything that Willow said, but she tried to put over the TBS title for the history of the channel and everything.
No, what's the channel is?
I guess, and her put over herself, her own gimmick, and the smile on her face. She's not gonna let Mercedes Moné smack the smile off her face, I guess, is what she said. And Mercedes responded and everything, saying that she transcended the business. And Willow was kind of the heel here because Willow said that
And you didn't walk out at all.
she walked out champion last time they fought, but Mercedes didn't walk out at all. And then Mercedes smacks her, and this leads to a physical confrontation as Mercedes tries to hit Willow with the belt, and then that leads to Willow ducking that and countering with the powerbomb onto the table. And Sasha Banks took a pretty good powerbomb. I don't know. The verbal stuff I didn't really like. When they got physical at the end, I think it got more exciting.
It's all right. No, the funny thing is you said that Willow is kind of heelish here, which may be the case. I didn't really pay that close attention to it. But I always thought that in this case, Mercedes Moné was kind of more heelish for the most part in this feud. But maybe it's AEW, and as they've always said, there are no heels, there are no baby faces, which is a stupid thing to say. But anyways, yeah, maybe they're saying that it's a gray area here. We don't know who
exactly.
Is who.
Exactly. Yeah. But exactly. Not that I really care, because I didn't think that was that great.
No,
I think the powerbomb and the aftermath when she's all in pain was pretty good, but the whole segment itself was a little, I don't know. I didn't really like this Dynamite.
You didn't buy the acting.
No, I didn't buy the acting. Unfortunately, from Willow either.
Sure.
I like her in the ring, but okay. I don't want to talk too much bad about her. But
sure, fair enough.
Anyways, that's all we got. So we're an hour and 20 minutes into the show. We're done with the wrestling talk for the week. Anything else you want to mention? Nobody, literally. Hardly anybody watches these long-ass fucking whole podcasts we do when we do like an hour or something. Like, nobody will watch the whole... They'll get like 12 views. It's incredible how, like, if I put the whole show out, no one will watch it. But if I cut it up into nice little, like, 3-4 minute segments talking about this, and then these videos are getting like hundreds and thousands of views. But it's the same content. The same content is in that, like, big video. But unless I cut it up for them...
Yeah,
you know,
it's like you said, people have the attention deficit disorder. They have that ADD stuff going. They can only watch something for 2-3 minutes tops.
They have attention span of squirrel.
Exactly.
Mind of squirrel.
Mind of squirrel, exactly. No, but
so yeah, you could literally say whatever you want in this segment because no one will ever watch it. This is the tail end of the show. You could tell everyone F you. Not saying you want to, but
no, I just think it's sad that this is what AEW has devolved to. I mean, I think it's kind of sad that the ratings are like so bad, and they keep running out the same show, and nobody wants to do anything about it. They can't do anything about it. They're stuck with this one owner that they're just happy that they're getting paid and they have jobs, and it's a sad situation because as has been said, there's probably a likelihood that this was the one shot that we had an alternative wrestling company. And yes, WWE has been quote unquote better as of late and under a new regime. Okay, fine. But still, we always wanted that alternative wrestling to them that could be solid and good. And here was a billionaire starting one. This type of situation might never happen again. Definitely not in our lifetime. So it's kind of sad that this is the one shot that we had, and that was this. It just kind of fell apart, and it seems like it's going. I don't know how it's going to be salvaged. I'm waiting to see if there's a possibility that something could happen, but every week I just get more and more upset as I watch these shows. In a sense, like, oh my God, this is what they're airing, and this is what's happening, and it's kind of defeating. It's It's kind of sad. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, I
no,
don't know if you-
it is definitely sad, man. I'm with you. Like I said at the beginning of this podcast when we started, this was our direct replacement for WCW, basically.
Yeah.
This was supposed to be our guy. Like we wanted WWE, you're right. It is good, but it's a little not exciting. It's a little
Not
slow
exciting.
and methodical. We wanted an
Yeah.
exciting second show to watch, you know, to compete with WWE, push each other to be better and all that, but yeah, it did not become that, and it's over because we know what needs to happen is somebody serious needs to talk to the Khans or talk to Tony's dad, and say, look, if you guys want to make this a business, you have to bring in people who know what they're doing. This
Yeah.
can be turned around, dude. Wrestling fans,
Sure, it can. It can,
it
but
could.
not
If
with
it started
the way
being
currently-
good, people would watch. Like WCW in '96. As soon as it gets good, wrestling fans are eager to watch something good. Once something is good, they will try to tune in. They will give an effort to watch it. It just has to be good. Like you have to not fucking be so boring and terrible to the point where people literally lose interest and stop watching. Like I try to watch. I always try to watch. I even try to watch TNA until like it just until it made me lose interest. Yeah, I was watch until it got boring enough to the point where I really didn't care about it anymore. And that's where AEW is getting to be honest. It's getting to the point where I really just don't care about it anymore. We might get to a point where we both mutually decide like, hey, this is not worth our time anymore. We can watch WWE, but this is just bad. Like, it's making me feel stupid to watch this. I'm getting dumber.
No, you're right.
I'm already at that point where I'm feeling dumb watching AEW. Like, but I have that hope, though. That's why we're the Malapert Smark podcast. We have hope. You know, we're criticizing in a good-natured way. We're saying it's bad, but only because we want it to be better, because we want good wrestling to watch.
But I think you would think even the diehard fans of this have to admit that it's not what it was even like 2-3 years ago. Like even when MJF was there and they first got Punk, there was a lot of hope at the time. And then when you got Danielson and even Adam Cole got there, there was some hope that like, oh, well, you know, there was hope within the company that they could do something, but that has all pretty much disappeared, and now everybody sees the product for what it is, and WWE has done so much better, and they had that hot WrestleMania, and it's not going the way it's supposed to go for them, but they're not doing anything about it. They just keep doing what they've been doing, and they're going to get the same results pretty much every single time. They're going to get 600 to 700,000 people now. I don't know if they're going to get back to 800 or 900. And I know they were.
Well, they could if they turn the show around. They hired Jim Cornette as the booker, and they hired.
Dude, you're going to kill every AEW fan with just saying that, because you know how much they hate Jim Cornette.
Forget the AEW fans. You lose those 600,000, you'll get 2 million other people who are actually like.
Well,
serious.
We don't know that. We don't know that about that. But we do know that I'm not saying it has to be Cornette, but it doesn't have to be Cornette directly. But they do need to hire somebody that has experience with booking, wrestling, putting a show together, things like that, putting angles together. They need someone that has that type of experience.
Booking is very important, man. The booking is the issue, because like things happen a lot where like they'll have a match and it'll seem like a good match, but it's like, well, you've already buried this guy, so it's not a good match. You fucking beat this guy 50 times. Why should anyone give a shit about him? He doesn't look menacing anymore. He's done. You've buried him. You've killed him. So the booking is incorrect. That's the biggest issue. The booking is incorrect.
I mean, but we've been saying that for a long time, and I don't think it's going to happen. Like you're saying, like, oh, somebody has to talk to the Khans and say, oh, well, this is what you have to do. Dude, this is like, I don't know how much money they're going to have to lose for them to actually come up with that type of solution. Like, oh yeah, well, we need to do something, or we need to close this down. I don't know what the magic number is. I mean, how many, they make so much money that it's like they could continue to pour money into this thing for years and years. So I think we're just going to be stuck with what we've got. You know, I think he's probably happy with what he's doing, because this is just nothing more than like a project for him. It's not it's not an actual business, which is, I think, the point Punk was making, that he's not treating it like it is a business. You know, he's treating it as just like a project for him, which is fine if that's what you want it to be, but you would think that he'd want it to succeed as well, but he doesn't seem to. He just wants to do it his way.
Yeah. All right, then.
Well, yeah, I don't, yeah. Let's just call that the end of this wonderful show.
Yeah, this is just a week of wrestling, man. We don't want to sit here and talk forever about this 1 week.
No. It's definitely not deserving of that much.